The most basic superweapon an advanced civilization might deploy are relativistic kinetic weapons. These are essentially simple projectiles, metal rods or asteroids, accelerated to near the speed of light. While conceptually simple, their destructive potential is almost beyond comprehension. A titanium rod the size of a telephone pole traveling at 99% light speed would strike Earth with the force of the dinosaur-killing asteroid. The physics is straightforward. As an object approaches light speed, its mass increases toward infinity, meaning even a small object carries apocalyptic levels of kinetic energy. Imagine a bullet that could destroy Manhattan, except it's invisible until it hits, impossible to intercept, and requires technology only slightly more advanced than our own. What makes relativistic weapons particularly terrifying is their stealth. Due to relativistic effects, they would be nearly impossible to detect until seconds before impact. The extreme velocity creates minimal astronomical disturbance, and even if we did detect something coming, the time between detection and impact would be too short for any defensive measures. A civilization could launch such a weapon from dozens of light years away, and we'd never know it was coming until our planet was already devastated. But kinetic weapons are just the opening move in a cosmic arsenal. The real danger emerges when aliens start manipulating energy itself. This brings us to the second class of superweapons, directed energy weapons powered by stars themselves. What if an alien civilization could harness their entire star's energy and convert it into a directed beam? These stellar-powered lasers, sometimes called Nicole Dyson beams, could target planets across thousands of light-years with devastating precision. A civilization capable of building a partial Dyson sphere could redirect just 1% of their star's energy into a weapon that could selectively boil away Earth's oceans or atmosphere, while leaving the mineral-rich planet intact for colonization. While our most powerful laser can cut through steel, a stellar-powered weapon could slice through Earth's crust like a hot knife through butter from another star system. The terrifying efficiency of such weapons is that they require no exotic physics, just engineering on a scale we haven't achieved yet. The most disturbing aspect? Astronomers have already observed unexplained energy bursts that some speculate could be tests of such weapons. Certain unusual stellar phenomena display energy signatures that don't match our models of natural processes. While these observations have conventional explanations, they demonstrate how difficult it would be to distinguish between natural cosmic events and artificial weapons tests conducted by advanced civilizations. If a civilization wanted to test their stellar-powered weapon without revealing their presence, they could simply target seemingly empty regions of space, regions we might happen to be monitoring. And yet there's something far more terrifying than directed energy weapons that scientists have only recently begun to theorize. Weapons that don't just destroy matter, but manipulate the very stars that give us life. An advanced civilization capable of stellar engineering could weaponize stars themselves. By artificially triggering precisely controlled solar flares or coronal mass ejections, they could target specific planets with extinction-level radiation bursts. More horrifying still, they could potentially induce a premature nova in a nearby star, creating a cosmic bomb that would sterilize dozens of surrounding star systems. While our most destructive nuclear weapon can devastate a city, a weaponized star could end all life in our solar system, and we would have no defense against it. Astronomers have documented unexplained stellar behavior that doesn't match our models, including stars that appear to have been modified in ways we cannot explain. Some stars exhibit unusual fluctuations in brightness, periodic energy bursts, or unexpected chemical compositions. While natural explanations likely exist for these anomalies, they demonstrate how difficult it would be to recognize the signatures of stellar manipulation if it were occurring. But none of this compares to the ultimate risk of physics manipulation weapons, and why they might have already been deployed in our cosmic neighborhood. Stellar manipulation weapons represent a frightening leap in destructive capability, but at least they're limited by the laws of physics as we understand them. But what if advanced civilizations have found ways to weaponize the very fabric of spacetime? This brings us to gravitational lensing weapons, perhaps the most ingenious form of cosmic weaponry. Using precisely positioned massive objects, an advanced civilization could focus deadly cosmic radiation from distant natural events directly at enemy worlds. Imagine harnessing a gamma-ray burst from across the galaxy, an explosion so violent it outshines everything else combined, and focusing it perfectly on Earth using the gravitational lensing effect of a carefully positioned black hole or neutron star. The terrifying elegance of such a weapon is its perfect deniability. The destruction would appear to come from a natural cosmic event, while the actual weapon, consisting only of repositioned celestial bodies, would be virtually undetectable. We've already observed strange gravitational lensing effects that don't entirely match our models. While most have natural explanations, they demonstrate how difficult it would be to recognize the signatures of deliberate cosmic engineering. A civilization capable of moving stars or black holes could create a cosmic sniper rifle of unimaginable power, striking from distances measured in thousands of light-years with perfect precision and no warning. But even gravitational lensing weapons, as terrifying as they are, still operate within the known laws of physics. The most advanced weapon conceivable would alter those fundamental laws themselves. By creating a bubble of modified spacetime where constants like the strong nuclear force or electromagnetic coupling are slightly changed, an advanced civilization could render matter itself unstable. Theoretical physicists have speculated about the possibility of vacuum decay, a process where a small region of space transitions to a lower energy state, creating a bubble that expands at the speed of light, rewriting the laws of physics as it grows. A sufficiently advanced civilization might weaponize this process, creating a cosmic doomsday device capable of erasing not just planets or star systems, but potentially entire regions of the galaxy. Imagine a weapon that doesn't just destroy a building, a city, or even a planet, but erases the very laws that allow atoms to form stable matter. It's like changing the rules of reality itself. Once triggered, such a weapon would be unstoppable, expanding at the speed of light with no defense possible. The truly terrifying part? Physicists have identified regions of space where fundamental constants appear slightly different from elsewhere, potentially the aftermath of ancient cosmic weapons tests. If such a weapon were deployed, we wouldn't merely die. We would retroactively never have existed, as atomic structure itself would be rewritten. But wait, there's an even darker possibility ahead that combines multiple superweapon approaches into something even more nightmarish. The most sophisticated alien superweapon would likely combine multiple approaches. A self-replicating system that uses stellar energy to power relativistic kill vehicles while simultaneously deploying physics-altering payloads. Imagine a network of automated weapons platforms that spread from star to star, converting each new solar system into additional firepower. Such a system would be virtually unstoppable once deployed, capable of sterilizing an entire galactic arm within a few million years, an eye blink in cosmic time. Astronomers have noted unusual patterns in star distributions and unexplained gaps in certain regions of nearby galaxies. While conventional astrophysics offers explanations, these observations are exactly what we might expect to see in the aftermath of an ancient galaxy-spanning conflict where such weapons were deployed. What's most chilling about these superweapons isn't just their destructive potential, it's their logical inevitability. Any civilization advanced enough to spread beyond their home system will eventually develop the capability to create such weapons. This brings us to the darkest interpretation of the Fermi Paradox. Perhaps the reason we don't see evidence of advanced civilizations isn't that they're rare, but that they consistently destroy themselves, or each other, once they reach the technological threshold where such weapons become possible. The silent galaxy we observe might be the aftermath of conflicts we cannot comprehend, fought with weapons that leave no recognizable traces besides unexplained astronomical anomalies. Yet amid such cosmic horrors, there is perhaps one glimmer of hope. The fact that Earth exists at all, that we haven't already been eradicated by these superweapons, suggests one of two possibilities. Either we are among the first technological civilizations to arise in our galaxy, or the development of these weapons represents an evolutionary filter that most civilizations survive by choosing restraint over destruction. Perhaps the civilizations that endure are those who master their destructive impulses before they master the physics of annihilation. Our continued existence might be the strongest evidence that wisdom ultimately prevails over technological power in the cosmic community. The universe is ancient beyond comprehension, 13.8 billion years old. If these weapons are as inevitable as they appear, and if technological civilizations are common, then our galaxy should bear the scars of countless conflicts. The fact that we observe a universe still teeming with stars and potential habitable worlds might be the greatest mystery of all. Perhaps there is an unspoken covenant among advanced civilizations, an agreement to contain their destructive potential rather than unleash it. Or perhaps we are simply among the first to look up at the stars and wonder what terrors might be looking back. As we continue our own technological advancement, we would be wise to consider that the choices we make might determine whether humanity becomes the creator of such weapons or their target.